Okay. Now, this is welcome back, YouTube. I'm doing my first ever live kind of stream. So first of all, I haven't done one of these before. This is my first ever live kind of stuff. So yeah. Live audience. Okay. Wow. Crazy times. I got myself a coffee here this morning. Okay. It's actually 10 p.m. Let's do a date stamp. Talk about it's the 1st of April 2020. As I said, crazy times where the world's in a grip of one of the most incredibly dangerous viruses we've seen for over 100 years. This is a once in a lifetime situation we're all facing. Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. So here we are in a situation now where we are actually looking at a pandemic that has not seen the likes of anything. I'm trying to see if I can get myself on screen. I can't even see myself here. I'm not sure if it's recording. I hope this is going live. So yeah, look, I'm just want to shout out to everyone and hope that everyone realizes that this is such an important, critical thing for the human race. We've just got to get on top of this. This is really quite dangerous. Date stamp 1st of April 2020. If you're watching this in the future, we are in the grip of one of the biggest pandemics ever. So big shout out to my subscribers in the States, especially in New York, what you're going through right now with the ship coming in and the Navy involved with the, it's horrific. Europe, obviously, this is something that just becomes, it just kind of becomes a whole new way of life. It's like we're actors in a War of the Worlds or an Independence Day movie. It's just out of control. So self-isolation, well, we're all doing this kind of shit. We're all staying home. I'm going a little bit riding the boards. Got my Shaka board here, my travel board that I actually took to Europe. A big shout out to Italy. They're doing it really tough. I spent, 6 months ago, I was over there in Italy. Had a fantastic time. I got all my videos up throughout the whole of my trip, including Bruges and Amsterdam and Paris, Germany, Munich, Berlin, Switzerland. However, I didn't get, I'm just not sure I'm not getting anything up on the screen here, but anyway, that's no big deal. I'm just not sure, I didn't actually do the holiday shots from Italy because I was holding that out to sort of do some more, vamping on them and the drone footage and whatever. And it got to a point where I hadn't uploaded those videos. So ironically now we're looking at a situation where Italy's had an absolute hammering with this, and it's a great country and some fantastic people. And when this is all finished and hopefully we get a handle on this and flatten that curve, we're gonna try and get back there and visit and sort of put money back in Italy. It really needs it. So that's why I've sort of done a vlog today, just letting everyone know that my subscribers around the world, and America, California, and America. Sorry, I said America. In Europe and France and Belgium, Germany, and South America, Peru, New Zealand, Australia, Indonesia, Philippines, Japan, Ukraine. I've got subscribers everywhere. Hang in there, guys. Just get out there, do some social distancing with the skateboards, electric bikes. Just be careful. This thing is a really vicious, dangerous bug. It is very clever. It chameleonizes itself, if there's such a word, into its own organism, where it can attack any part of your body that is weak. So if you've got a weak heart or you've got a weak kidneys or liver, it'll actually go for those areas. So it's indiscriminate. You can be a 19-year-old woman just died yesterday in England. She had a cough, went to hospital and died. So 19 to 90-year-olds, it doesn't discriminate. when I went over there, I had the most incredible time in Italy, and I didn't get those videos up. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to use this opportunity to sort of show you showcase some of those cities I went to. The first one will be obviously Milan, then I went to Venice, and then I went to Florence, and then I went down to Naples, the Amalfi Coast, Isla Capri, and ended up back in Rome where I flew out. I'm going to take the opportunity to show you over the next 12 weeks some really nice holiday videos of 360-degree drone of Italy at its best. When you really, when you see it like that, and it's going to encourage you to go back. Hopefully I might even get a tour going on, an EBoard tour around the Amalfi Coast, where I'll take guys on a ride, a 15 in a group from Positano to Praiano. I've got that ride already done. I've sort of, I was the first person to ever ride electric skateboard on the Amalfi Coast, and that's been documented in the newspapers there and the blogs on that in that area. So I've sort of, I know the area well. I know what to do there. So that's something we need to do. So I'm going to show you some really nice, my first ride on the island of Venice. No one's done that, as I can see. This is the Skateboard, guys. This is it. Look at it. It still absolutely goes like crazy. This thing is just, it's just so sexy to see in real life, all that Harley Davidson steel and sort of pewter and metal. It's just a gorgeous board. This thing still goes like a rocket and hasn't missed a beat. I'll just show you how it folds up. There we go. Oh shit, sorry. Oh, hang on. Okay. That's why I don't like working live. So it's I've just got to stand up here. There we go. Okay, so it folds up a lot more than that. It folds right down, really small. The problem with traveling with a normal board, it's so big, it's so incredibly chunky. This thing folds right down. So this thing's still going really well. I'll give some feedback to how you make that metal casing and how you actually make that. I'll make a cardboard cutout and I'll flatten it so you can actually see the way I've cut that out. But that was actually made out of 2.5mm stainless steel, so it's pretty chunky and pretty solid. So really, you could smash concrete with that and it wouldn't even dent or anything. So yeah, so just talking a bit about the board, it went really well. So I rode the Amalfi Coast. So I'm going to show some of these videos as I go through. I want to showcase Italy, to show you how beautiful it is and what can be achieved over there. So if you're watching, guys, in Italy, hang in there. It's crazy times, like I said. Just it's going to be something that we need to be mindful that we'll get through this, and so just be really careful, really safe. Rome was amazing, so I'll show you some of the stuff we did in Rome, me and the board. So look, I just want to take the opportunity to do a bit of a live stream today. I was hoping to get something up on the screen so I could get comments, but obviously nothing's coming up. So this is my first live stream, so you'll have to be very, very easy on me. Eventually I'll get it all set up so I can actually talk to you guys online, have a chat. I'm getting back to my comments slowly, one by one. I've got about 300 comments there, so if you haven't made a comment or you have done something there that you need feedback on, I will definitely get back to you on that ASAP. What's coming up on the channel? Well, I'm still business as usual. I'm getting out and doing my stuff. I've got obviously the Cloudwheels coming up on the new Fluro green ones. I've also got the e-bike. We've got the actual the Super 73. I bought that. It is incredible, absolutely unbelievable. So I got that. It's an amazing bike. So I need to talk to you about it when I unbox it and show you that. Big shout out to Ben Buckler out there in Sydney, who really has got the best array of these electric bikes, especially the Super 73s. We also got the hill climb test on the BlackHawk. We've got the hill climb test on the Seeker. We got the matching race standing drag start. We got the speed test, and we got the long range coming up on the RS Verreal. That is an awesome board, guys. It really is an incredible price on that Verreal RS. They are boosted. They are literally boosted. They are boosted wheels. They're just so spongy, so soft. They go over corrugated concrete like just like an all-terrain wheel. It's just got an amazing feel. It really is an awesome board, and Vic's getting that at a ridiculously low price. He shouldn't be putting that out at that price, because that actually is just way under. It's nearly component price of the build. The BlackHawk, yeah, BlackHawk's just the most ultimate carving board. People have said to me, oh yeah, how can it compete with Evolve? Well, it not only competes, it blows out of the water. I mean, the range at 43 kilometers, the torque and the 4,000 watt motors. On my channel, you'll know that I do knock back a lot of boards. I don't actually, yeah, you probably know a lot of companies out there are saying, yeah, we got them back in the mail unopened. I don't really review every board, because I just review what I would ride, what I would buy, and then if I buy it and it goes well for me, I would then, yeah, recommend it for you guys. So that's how we work on this channel. We just recommend boards that I think are the highest level in their class. So that's what's happening on the channel. So look, I'll be next few, this video I'll upload live now. I'm gonna then do the long range on the RS, but before that, I've got to do the Cloudwheels. They are waiting on some gearing coming in, so I can put them on the APSU X1. That's the most powerful board I've got. It's 46 kilometers per hour top speed, and that is going to be a perfect match for those Cloudwheels. So we're going to really test them on torque and test them on distance. We're going to test them on range and speed, and just see what I'm looking at them right now. I haven't got a picture. In fact, I'll just get them one second. Okay. Now these are from Yuri in China, from Cloudwheel iWonder. Check them out. Oh. And these are absolutely massive. Yeah, look at the size of them on a 90mm. It's just crazy. The way. Yeah, so these are nothing like I imagined. I thought these would be just soft and spongy, but they're actually solid urethane, just like the my flywheel ABEC 107s. These are going to be really cool. Yeah, so I'm waiting on some gearing for those. So we'll have those. So if you're watching, they're coming. So we're going to get your beautiful Cloudwheels on. I think at this point in time, just keep persevering with my time frame on my comments. I try and get back to you guys whenever I can. It's just so hard to get these videos out. You know, lots happening at the moment. I'm just trying to get back to comments. I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook, I've got TikTok. They're all over the place. So I'm getting a lot of comments, and as you can see, I don't really just go, yeah, cool, fantastic, let me know. I actually give you a pretty big, whopping couple of paragraphs. Yeah, I've got 2 cups of coffee, because I have actually 2. I like a second coffee as well. Yeah, so that's why the comments are coming. I will get back to you. A lot of questions I'm getting. I'm sorry if you're commenting, by the way. If this is working, I can't even see because I've got my phone up there. But if this is working and it is live, I'm sorry I can't comment back to you guys, because I'm actually for some reason I haven't set this up properly. I should be doing it on the iPad and look at the iPad. I suppose that's the way. The comments are probably on the other side of that of the phone. Next time I'll have live comments and I'll be able to get back to you. But yeah, a lot of questions are, what will I get, the RS or should I get the all-terrain BlackHawk? Look, they're both bang for buck. They're both the same. They've both got the most amazing attributes, features and qualities. So you really can't go wrong with either one. Flip a coin. If you want the all-terrain now, grab the BlackHawk. If you wait till Vic gets the all-terrain wheels up, which are the pneumatics and the honeycombs you'll have, that'll be available in 5 weeks. That'll be incredible. You will be able to get them on. I'm going to do, actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a tramper set up, which I had on my Evolve, which is the pneumatic all-terrain unidirectional tramper. I'm going to put those on the Verreal RS. I've got the gearing coming from Vic, which is the ABEC gearing core. So in a 45 teeth gearing, which will be a perfect Goldilocks amount for that. If that works and you have an RS, look at that, because that's a $400 extra option from Tramper UK with the DuPont rims and the alloy. And it is a really sexy look. It is a really nice look. And I think that'll be something quite unusual. And people are saying, oh, it's a poor man's Evolve, Yeah. It's definitely not a poor man's Evolve. It's a phenomenal. It's got bigger motors. They are whisper quiet. They don't get hot. They are so cool at 27 degrees. While my Evolves, and no disrespect, I love Evolves, and they're great boards, and I really think what Jeff's done is insane. But what I'm confused about and really more concerned about is the fact they get really hot. They get like 47, 48 degrees just up that hill 3 times. They're small compared to the Verreal motors and the BlackHawks. They're not a 6.3, 6.8. They're a tiny motor. That's what Evolve should have gone up to another level, I think, with that. Heavier, bigger guys like me, nearly 95 kilos, 100 kilos, you want that a bit more grunt in those motor magnets. You want a bit more size. So, yeah, it's a beautiful board. It really is beautiful. The BlackHawk is sensational. The carving on it, the feel, the 17 amp hour battery is just insane. So I could really recommend that the BlackHawk, to just out of the box, good to go, bang. You know, straight off the bat, you've got carving, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got 4,000 watt combined motors. Right now, I've got questions coming up on the EBoard. Now, look, I'm not nothing to do with the EBoard. I don't really have anything to do with it. I just review it. But a guy in Sydney called me about 3 years ago and said to me, look, you know, I live in Sydney. I'm an ex-drone pilot, engineer, designer, military stuff, and I want to get into electric skateboarding. And I saw your channel. I saw an older guy riding. I thought, oh God, you know, if he can do it, I can do it. I want to do it. So that happens a lot on my channel. Yeah, so Frank called me, we had a chat. He had that first EBoard Generation 1, you saw it, it's still got, I think it's 10,000 views. That was a tramper skeleton with the technology of the ZIL stuff, which is everything, which has got your manifold intake cooling for the VESC, had a VESC 6 at the time. It had the, you know, the carbon graphene oxide batteries, which again, Frank actually designed those himself. He got a biochemist in China to make that mixture. Look, the drone boys are way ahead of the electric skateboard by 10 to 12 years. So drones don't fall out of the sky. Racing drones cost $4,000, $5,000. You don't want to lose those. So the battery technology in the drone industry is light years ahead. So to have Frank come into our industry and actually bring that technology is astounding. Having said that, he's had a lot of issues with his setting up. Tramper wanted to kind of get involved, and that wasn't a fair deal from Frank's point of view. That's why that fell through. He's now got a prototype I've seen, and it is absolutely insane. Like, it really is. All alloy construction, sort of like state of the art, like you'd see coming out of a BMW Audi factory. It's not your wooden retro, not my style of skateboard in terms of its classic skateboard look, but it's actually, yeah, it's pretty damn good with the most amazing truck system. It's got the new motors are out next month. I'll be showing them on the channel, talking about the ZIL motors. That's a preview to the EBoard, which will be out hopefully 4 weeks later. I keep saying 4 weeks, but it keeps being pushed back. Now we've got coronavirus, you know, COVID-19. We've got the problem with the shipping becoming it's crazy right now in the world, and I think we've got to be mindful of that. But I'll still be doing what I'm doing and reviewing boards and doing the comparisons and a lot more hacks and modifications. This Shaka board, folding board, is still unbelievable. If you want a folding board, this is the best folding board. It is like riding a longboard. It's such a strong, powerful feel, and those Cloudwheels will be out soon. Can't wait to test these, because I really want to know if they do what they're supposed to do, and I'm pretty sure they will. You'll notice the truck system on the Shaka board is actually a Ruster, yeah, it's a Ruster Sidewinder too. Now, Gullwing invented, well, they didn't invent it, but an English guy invented that particular truck, 1997, the double, you know, Kingpin, which Evolve pinched and took all the credit for. No offense. And I've been riding that Gullwing for about 20 years, right? At least. It is so stable, so smooth, and when you hit corners, it really just, you can carve a 3 foot diameter, but circle, but it doesn't have death wobbles. I was in Switzerland behind a truck, some crazy Middle Eastern guy driving about a foot from me on about 40 k's an hour. I was waving him back to say, look, you know, there's no bike lane, but I had all my trust and all my life in that front truck on a skateboard. But it's a good 10-inch truck system on that Gullwing side by two, I'll put a link below. And I would recommend putting that truck system on the front of every electric skateboard. I mean, I'll just show it to you again. It is unbelievable. Look at it. It carves like crazy. It is just so solid at high speeds. Like you get to 40 k's an hour, it does not wobble. It does not feel sketchy. It's just, I love it. I mean, I fell in love with that 20 years ago, and I still love it. Yeah, that's a little story about that. Look, that's pretty much about it. I just wanted to just test the live thing tonight, and I think I've totally stuffed up because I haven't got me coming up on here. I haven't got any comments, so I'm going a bit blind. So yep, cut it. Yeah, I haven't got any real feedback. This is the most unlive live thing I've ever done in my life. But yeah, maybe there's someone out there watching, eating a hamburger with Coke bottle glasses on, going, that's pretty cool. Maybe I've got one person watching. Look, thanks for all your support on the channel. Thank you for so much. I'm about to hit 3,500 subscribers, which is just insane. I was never ever set out to be popular or get numbers or make money, or it was all about me just being able to provide help to people because, as I said, when I bought my first board, I bought a Fic Mini, great board, but it was more for a 10-year-old, and it just didn't work for me, and I felt a bit ripped off. I paid $500. So my ethos, my methodology on the channel was always about helping people get the right board, also to hopefully let people get into the sport with the right equipment, right? So you're not over capitalizing, you're not getting over performance for what you need, and to help people get in. I've got someone in England, a guy many years ago said to me, I saw your channel and I've never ridden a skateboard before and I want to have a go, and I thought, if you can do it, I can do it again. So he got a board, sent me a video in a car park at 3 in the morning, you know who this is, with pads on and head pads, going around with a slight rain or mist at 3 in the morning with his board, and it was sort of going really slow and never ridden before. Fast forward, that dude is doing amazing stuff. He's building boards, he's just firing, he's skating as good as anyone that's been skating for 10 years. So this is the impact it has on people's lives. People picked up the drone and done drone footage and started doing their own channels. I think I've encouraged about 15 people to start their own channel. So that's the kind of thing that I'm in it for. I'm in it to really help promote the sport, promote the right equipment, help companies who have really good products get them to the forefront, and you don't have to pay a lot of money for something because it's, it is got a brand name. Because look, at the end of the day, a famous person said that just because something's expensive doesn't mean it is high quality. That's the biggest myth bestowed upon the customer by the very clever marketer. So, I've always been not a cheapskate. I'll always buy the best. I've got I love my Swedish cars, Volvo and Saab. I have the best of everything. I bought the Super 73. I like the best. I've got beautiful watches, but the point is, there is a limit where you don't get your money back on something, and it's overinflated by the name. Okay, I'm not saying they're all like that, but a lot of boards out there have fallen into that category, and the Chinese are really snapping at the heels now, and they're taking over. And I predicted the Chinese market would be the biggest market 5 years ago. I got into my first review 5 years ago. That channel just had 6 reviews, and then I canned it because I didn't get any subscribers, and I was borrowing boards off people doing it manually on the beach, and that was EBoard reviews or eSkate reviews, not my name. Then I gave a break, and 2 years later, nearly 4.5 years ago, I started my channel with my own boards I bought. So people said to me at the time, what are you doing with the Chinese market? You're wasting people's time. Get yourself an Evolve, get yourself a booster, get yourself a M1. The problem with that is I was told that I was playing with Chinese toys and they were rubbish. In the end of the day, I took it all on the chin. I had so many haters, so many trolls, and I just kept persevering, saying that China will catch up. The best things are done in China. The phones are made there. All your equipment's made there. All the flat LCD screens and so Samsung battery. So I could see that coming like a freight train, and sure enough, now some of the best boards coming out of the world are coming out of China. XY are incredible. Some of the stuff that's coming out of the factories and being made for the likes of Boosted and Evolve, you know, Unlimited in Spain coming through with all their mellow. It's all come out of China, so I was ahead of the game in that, and I still really, you know, love the Chinese market. I think it's got some really good merit. You get the odd dodgy stuff, but you know, generally it's 90% now on the mark. So yeah, unfortunately the dollar for Australia, you Aussie guys like us, we're in big trouble with the dollar. It's becoming so expensive. I think the BlackHawk now is around about $1,900 or whatever for that BlackHawk, which is putting up into evolved territory. So yeah, that's a problem. But guys in the States, you should just grab the stuff. The dollar for you is it's your dollar, so you can't go wrong. Now, I suppose just I want to finish off. I want to ramble all night, but I wanted to do interactive stuff, and I'm not getting anything on the screen. So, yeah, that's a.
Come on now, that ain't even bullshit. That's horseshit.
Yeah, that's just a problem. I wanted to make contact with you guys, but I think what I'll do is I'll keep sticking to the comments on my channel. Just fire those comments onto each of the videos. If I have missed one, just get back to me and say, hey, you know, you missed this comment, or you just fire it to me again. Personal message me, Messenger, or on Instagram. My handle's at Zulu. Oh God, what is my handle? This is how disorganized I am sometimes. Yeah, my story. Here we are. Yeah. I'm going on the iPad. Hasn't got the Instagram for the iPad. Okay, so I'll get back to you on that. But look, just get back to me on Instagram, message me there, yeah, and we'll talk. But keep up the great work, everyone. Just keep doing what you're doing. We've got to get through this. If you are suffering, I'm thinking of you guys. It's a very tough time now. Adversity can make you very strong. A lot of government bodies are handing out and helping assistance financially for people. So I hope that's something you can get. Thanks for all your support on the channel. Thanks for so much for subscribing, for giving me great feedback. I do one video a week. That's all I'm doing. It's just, I think that's enough. I think if I go to that 20-minute mark, that's enough for a week. So yeah, so that's what's happening, guys. Thank you so much. I don't know if this worked. I don't know if it's even, I can't even see them going blind here. But
100% yes!
yeah, we're on to it now. So we'll do this now and again. But next time I'll have the live streaming of all the comments. I'll talk to you guys. I'll get some guests on and we'll talk to them. We'll get Frank in from Zillboards and we'll get a few people in. There's a guy in the States, Brian Howard. He's got the most amazing electric bike channel. Check it out. I'll show you that later in the next video and his link. He's doing modifications. And now I'm into these electric bikes. The Super 73 is, kicks butt. It is so much fun. Yeah, it's another world. It's like when you get your first mini bike, you know, your Honda 50 or whatever, when I was about 12 and you couldn't sleep for 2 days. That's what it's like. These are awesome fun electric bikes, especially these funky Super 73s. They really are. I think Stephanie Gilmore, the pro surfer, just went and bought 3 yesterday or 2, and someone else bought 2. Post Malone, Will Smith, of course, Casey Neistat. I mean, it just goes on and on. It is just such a funky bike. So I recommend grabbing one of those. They are really, really good. My review's coming out in about a week on that. Well, that might be it. Guys, I can't see the comments. I can't see you guys, but I know some of you probably are watching, hopefully. If you haven't, you'll see this on catch up later after it's been uploaded to YouTube. It's a bit of a poor man's, lazy man's vlog because I've got no editing to do, no music, so it's pretty cool actually. I'm loving it. But as I said, I will incorporate this into more constructive platform where I can talk and I can have a chat about stuff and we can get stuff happening. But for now, yeah, that's gonna be. I have a live audience here. Oh, no, that's my sound effects. We'll talk later, guys. Look, there'll be a video out, probably not now, for 5 days. I'm just waiting on some gearing, and I'm also gonna. You know what I'll do? Okay, this is live and it's right now. I'll tell you, I'm gonna upload the Amalfi Coast video the next couple of days. Okay, the Italy one. The reason being, I want to concrete that as the first rider on peninsula ever in history. I want to show you how beautiful it is. I want to show you the ride in the second video from Positano to Praiano, Praiano to Positano. I could not believe it. He's riding a skateboard. You're crazy, man. Already. They were yelling at me. It was hilarious. What you doing? You're crazy. So I'll get that video up so you can see that. And I've looked at the window the first day I was there and went, shit, this road, you can ride this road. And I've got the folding skateboard in the suitcase. So I'll show you that video. There's some great stuff on there, and then we'll get that one up, and then I'll get up the Verreal long range. The Cloudwheels. These will be up next after that, and wow, can't wait to test these out. Guys, thank you so much. If you are watching from a company and you want me to review your boards, right now I'm so busy. I don't know what I can do. I've got another 3 boards. I've got something else coming in. But look, we'll talk. Just send me some stuff. Love your work. Thanks for coming. I'll be here all week, as they say. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed today's live video. If you do, put a thumbs up. If you want to know anything more, put a message below. If you think I could improve something, let me know. And certainly next one I'll be interacting with you guys and talking, and I'll get some guests on and stuff like that. So that's a wrap today. Thank you so much. Till next time, guys. Happy skating, safe skating. I'll see you in the next live video next time.